Hey, I found this story in Realtor.com, and it's how the pandemic pushed home prices to a record high amid historic economic turn. And we know that the economic turn is basically self-imposed, and it needed to happen, I guess, because of the COVID. But it's not because of the economy; it's basically because of the COVID. So once they get rid of the COVID, if they did, it would go back up huge. The economy would. So let's look at what's going on. So last month, home prices shot up 8.5% year over year, 349,000. Buyers paid about $27,000 more for a house in July than they did this time last year. Now, most downturns, that's not good. If you read this one here from the chief economist, when the pandemic helped tip the U.S. economy in recession, most homeowners and buyers braced for falling home prices. That's what happened in the last recession, but that's not what is seen in this market. We had a housing shortage already, and the pandemic has created conditions that only worsened it. So as far as the inventory. And so buyers who are sidelined by the virus in the spring are now jockeying with those who are planned to buy in the summer, and they're competing with those with no plans to move or stay at home, created a burning desire additional square footage. So it's really good. And of course, the record low interest rates is also fueling. I mean, 3% OPM, other people's money, is really helping the people, investors and stuff, buy the notes and all that. We have a market imbalance tip pretty solidly in favor of sellers at this point, said Hell. Yet many homeowners believe that now is still a good time to sell. It is. It's a great time to sell, and it's a great time to buy too, because there's still good deals out there. I find them all every day for our clients. And let's look at some of the, there's a bunch of percentages here, but I'm looking at Cleveland where I'm at. It's 13.5% up, which is phenomenal. And it's a reasonable thing. If you look at the other ones, or some, like Cincinnati's 18. That's 13 is just perfect. And that means we got room to go. The U.S. housing market performance is closely mirrored COVID-19 path, which is providing clues into which we can expect from virus home markets in the months to come. After being particularly hit hard in March and April, new corona cases remain stable in the Northwest, and we are seeing buyers return to the market in force. And I can say that I put our house up a couple days, last week, 2 days over asking price, 100% over asking price. And the other thing to be watching is payrolls are increased by nearly 1.8 million, topping expectations despite corona resurgence. So they're really, the resurgence is happening because of the testing mostly. So I don't know what that's about, but there wouldn't be people wanting to go back to work if it was all that bad. So 1.8 million people are topping more. So the people are going back to work. I was in a restaurant yesterday, and they're begging for workers. I see big signs everywhere. Joann Fabrics, which is headquartered in the Solon area, had a big thing posted, "We need help," and I see that everywhere. There's just so many jobs out there that are needed, but a lot of people are still on the sidelines because they're still getting benefits and they don't really want to go back to work. So when that all runs out, I think you're going to see a huge upsurge in jobs, and unemployment will be almost nothing. So that's a good thing. But let's look at the overall stats in the Cleveland market as far as what are we looking at for prices here in the Cleveland market. So January 2015, the median home sales price in the Coga County, where we mainly focus on, was $84,000. Okay, so let's go to 2000 today. July 20, it's $159,000. That's a $5,000 increase. And look at the inventory, 4,116. It just, we got a little better than we did in June, thank God. But if you look at the 2015 inventory, 7,700 homes versus 4,100. So that's a big difference. And you can see the prices are just staying nice and steady. They're nice and, good prices, and they're still affordable. I mean, where else in the United States are you going to get a $159,000 house? I don't know, in a good area. So let's look at the stats as far as the what was being sold and what was being listed. So the stuff being sold and on market is 3,400, and the stuff that just newly listed last week was 1,147 properties. So again, look at selling your house, and if you're doing that, then you don't need to look any further. I have a great system. It's a $1,500 system, and it works superior for you. Let's look at that here. So it's a full service flat. We don't do the live open houses, but we do virtual, and it's a $1,500, but it has everything that would have in a regular listing, and it's just a phenomenal time to do that. If you're looking for investment homes, I can still get good deals. I know where to get them. Give me a call, 216-703-5740, 216-703-5740. I've been an ICON agent with EXP for 3 years in a row in Ohio. So give me a call. I can help you, and I look forward to talking to you. Thanks for listening. See you the next time.